It's like this. Hey, y'all, listen. Sorry about the 3:45 live. I have been busy. I look like I've been busy. Lord have mercy. I have been busy with family stuff, gardening stuff. And so y'all can thank my best friend for this because she is new to gardening and she's been asking me about gardening. And I realized that I haven't done a gardening video this season. So I said, let me hop on really quickly. I'm not going to be here long because it's hot. But I wanted to show you guys my garden thus far for the 2025 season. The birds are out. Hey, Abias. Hey, my Renaissance grandma. So it's hot out here. I've had to do a lot of trimming and pruning and still doing stuff. So I said, let me take a break before I hydrate. And let me show you guys my garden really, really quickly because it's a storm rolling in here anytime now. I know it don't look like it, but these storms are crazy. So I didn't want to miss today's live. So I'm going to show you guys my garden. Don't judge me. I'm out here working. All right. So this is for my best friend who's been asking me what I'm growing this year so far. So here goes. All right. Let me turn this around. Now listen, I am so out of my element using my phone for this, but here we go. Yay, I did it. All right, so here we go. Right here in the front, and don't pay attention to my hose. Right here, these 3 pots right here, these 3 black pots, the small ones here, are peppers that I had left over. And I refuse to, hey, Crafty Leo, hey, Chocolate Drop, welcome in, everybody. So I refuse to just throw these away when they were babies. And so I grew these from seed. And so I just threw them in a pot, and this is kind of what they're looking like right now. That one is starting to get some flowers on it, but they're so little. That one is a banana pepper on the end here. The one in the middle is a pepperoni pepper, and then that's another banana pepper there. So then we move to the front where it's hottest at, so I can stay in the cool area. All right, these are some flowers my kids picked up. We just threw them in here. That's flowers. Don't ask me what they are. I have no idea, but they wanted to plant some flowers, so those are the flowers. So these are my onions. It's the first time I'm growing onions successfully this year. I got these from Dixondale. I know it looks dry because it's hot on this side of the porch. I just watered them yesterday. I watered them again, but it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to be a major storm heading this way, but I'm going to water them again because it's hot out here. But I just cut the tops. They were, y'all, these things were everywhere. So I just cut the tops off. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I was tripping over them, so they were everywhere. So I had to cut them down. So that's onions. This is onions here again, and this is another thing of onions here. So I got all these onions, and yes, they are building. So here is another pepper plant. I'm not sure if it's pest pressure that you see or if it's the sun itself, but I am going to be putting up a cover here to kind of block some of that sun off of these plants. But I just noticed today when I was out here doing some stuff, I not only have some flowers on here, I have a pepper. I saw it earlier. Where'd you go? Don't hide from me now. Don't get camera shy now. There's a pepper on here somewhere. I saw it earlier. But anyway, this sun is killing my back. So moving on. This is another. This is a Roma tomato plant here. I'm doing all determinate tomato plants this season because last year, child, listen, them things got too tall, and I was growing indeterminate, and I didn't know the difference, but I learned real quick last year. This is a pepper here. There's 3 pepper plants in here. I just tied them together because they were just all over the place. I bought one from Lowe's. That's the yellow pepper. You can see the tag there. Hold on, move the leaf so you can see it. All right. But the other 2 I grew from seed. They are bell peppers that came out of my harvest from last year, and I saved the seeds. So these 2 on this side are bell pepper seeds that came from my harvest. Okay. Moving on down. It's another pepper plant here. This one is a California Wonder. These are 2 California Wonder plants I staked up there together. So welcome in, everyone. Hey, Precious Pieces. Hey, Growing with Hudson. Who else we got? I know I missed a lot of people. It's hot out here. Mike, welcome in. So the sun is shining on my phone. So if I don't say hey, I'm sorry. I can't say hey, I'm biased. I think I said that earlier. This is another tomato plant here. Back up a little bit so you can see. That's another tomato. It is a, hold on, I'll tell you what it is. Change hands here. This is a Mountain Kiss tomato. All right, so that's a Mountain Kiss tomato. This one is another mountain kiss tomato here. So going around, going through the path here. All right, let's go on this side first. So let me tell y'all something. Me and strawberries this year and last year were no. And again, it seems like this year it's still a no. This is my third rendition of trying to grow strawberries. I got the first ones from Otis. They didn't make it. And I got those, I think, in the fall. They didn't make it. Then I bought some earlier this year from my gardener. They didn't make it. So this one I bought from those. It's on this last leg, y'all. It's about to go to glory. But I took some of them out because I thought maybe it was just too many packed in there. And I moved them, and I'll show you later where I put those. That back there is the lettuce that I took a picture of earlier on my community page. The thing is, I harvested it. It's time to harvest it again. But also, the blood pressure here is serious, okay? It's all kind of stuff out here. So what I did was I covered it again, and I just set it over here because this right here is a potato that has decided to come up. I thought it wasn't going to come up, but it came up. So I got to move my lettuce here. So that is a russet tomato. Potato. It's a russet potato. And I just threw it in. I got it from the grocery store. I threw it in there. Didn't think it was going to do anything. Well, I was wrong. It's sprouted, so I'm going to have to move that lettuce out the way. But it's only one potato in there. So this is another tomato. The tag has washed down yesterday inside of the soil. So I have to figure out which one that is. So it's a tomato. That's all I can tell you right now. All right, that one is a tomato plant. Right beside it is another potato. This one is a Yukon Gold. This one right here is a Yukon Gold. Behind it, let me turn around this way. Behind it right here is another Yukon Gold. Okay, so both of these are Yukon Gold potatoes. I keep on down the line. This is an onion here. These are extra onions. I just threw them in the soil. We're going to see what's going to happen. All right, it's going to be what it's going to be. But I was not about to waste them. So they're in the soil. So I trimmed those back. Hey, Jamaica, welcome in. Listen, I'm biased. I love tomatoes, so that's good for me. So here's another tomato. This one is another tomato. This one is a marigold. That's a marigold there. And a margold. I keep saying marigold. Margold tomato. This one is another. This one is that's sweet basil with this one. I had one basil plant to make it, and I bought another one. So that's mine and theirs, and Lowe's in there. So that's basil, sweet basil. And then this one is another tomato whose label has went down in the dirt. Y'all, I tell you what, I got to do better. But that's another tomato. I got a bunch of tomatoes out here. But anyway, moving on. This is another potato. Now, this potato are potatoes that I had left over from my last year's harvest. Okay, so this is where these come from. So I am excited to see these red potatoes come up out of here because I thought them jokers were done. But as you can see, they are anything but done. So I had to tie them up because they were everywhere. So that's that. This is two more pepper plants here. This is California Wonder. These are two California Wonder pepper plants here together. Over here are my cucumbers, which I'm excited about because I wanted cucumbers so bad last year. So I'm hoping they produce, but they are growing tremendously. And so they're finally finding their way up. And so that's a good sign there. Hey, Jihad, welcome in. So moving on over here is how about here? Okay, this was a strawberry that I pulled out of that red thing I showed y'all earlier. So I put it in here. Seems like it's doing better than it was in that thing. So we'll see. Back there is a lesser pepper. How you say that? I tell you what, let me get the label. Lesya. Okay, that pepper. It looks like I thought it was gone, but it looks like it's coming back. So hey, welcome back. This one here, this pepper plant here is a chocolate beauty. This one back here, move back a little bit. This one back here is another chocolate beauty. This one is a, hold on, this falling over. I'm going to put a stake in here. This one is a keystone. Move back so y'all can see it. This one right here is a keystone pepper. It's leaning. Living on the lower side, y'all. And that one back there behind it is another keystone pepper. All right, so both of those are keystone peppers. And that's the garden, y'all. I got peppers, I got tomatoes, I got onions. I have potatoes, I have lettuce, and 0 strawberries. But that is my garden this year. I had garlic planted. Garlic went on to be with the Lord, y'all. I don't know what happened. I planted it in the fall. It decided that when it got warm, when I looked in the grow bag, it was covered in these ant-looking things. They weren't ants; they had wings, and some of them were flies, and there was a whole lot of stuff happening in that grow bag. And that garlic was done. They decimated that. So the garlic was it. I may have ones hidden somewhere that I thought was like with that tomato plant back there. I thought it was gone, but it may show up. I'm not sure. But this is, let me back up. Excuse me. This is my 2025 garden. I need some water. Excuse me. But this is it. It is hot up out here. But yeah, I wanted you guys to see that. But that's what I have so far. Someone asked me about my soil. So I've used in these containers you see, some have Kellogg's potting soil. Some have the Miracle Grow potting soil, the original. And some have this, because I ran out of the other ones, and so I just used this up. And some have this in it as well. I am. And then someone also asked me what compost, whatever I was using, because I had such a bad experience with black cow, and I did the video on that. So I picked this up this season. So far, so good. It's been working. So everything, I will say, looks 10 times better this season than it did last season. Last season, I was listening to the big time gardeners were saying, oh, make your own soil and all of that. And I tried it, and it was a hassle and a struggle the entire season to grow anything. So this year I said, I'm going to do a mixture of both. I'm going to add some of my own mixture into what's already made. And so far,